Welcome to the ebook Lead Magnet Workshop and Prompt Kit. In this video, we're going to be going through using ChatGPT and the prompt kit to come up with the ideas for our ebook. We'll come up with the title, an outline, we'll write the ebook, we'll save the ebook as a PDF, use an online storage service that allows us to have a direct link for our download, we'll create the cover, and a 3D mock-up of our ebook. So we're going to go ahead and get started. As you see, I have the Lead Magnet Workshop pulled up on the left, and I also have ChatGPT open on the right. We're going to go ahead and get started. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down to the ebook assistant. We're going to click on copy prompt, and then we're just going to come into ChatGPT and we're going to hit paste and send. Now, once you give it the initial prompt, it's going to ask for your brand identity worksheet. We did this in a previous training with the Brand Builder Prompt Kit. Please feel free to go back and go through that if you have not yet. If you do have your brand identity worksheet, we're going to go ahead and highlight that. I'm going to right click and copy that, and then I'm going to paste it into ChatGPT. And once I have it pasted in, I'm going to go ahead and click on the send button. Now it's going to go through and give you 10 different ebook ideas that you can use as a lead magnet. It's going to give you a title and then a brief write-up explaining why this ebook would be a good idea for a lead magnet. So at this point, you'll need to just go through, read each of the 10 results, and see if there's one that stands out to you. How to create a website that converts visitors into customers. I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and just type in 5. And what we're going to do is we're just going to bring the content over into the document. Then we're going to go through, once it goes through all the steps in the prompt, make sure that it makes sense for you, make sure that, it's giving the information that you would give as the professional in that field. And then we're going to just edit it, make it look decent, and then save it as a PDF. So I'm going to just go ahead and start how to create a website. So I like that. It's probably not what I'm going to use for the name, but I like the concept, so I'm going to go ahead and we'll put that in there, and I'll just come down a few lines. I'll tell it 5, and then I'll hit the send button. And now it's going to come through and give you a full description. It'll give you an outline, and it breaks down each of the main chapters and things you should know about. Now that you have this, you can go ahead and grab this. Actually, I'm going to start here. So we have the description and the outline. I'm going to copy that. We'll bring that over and paste that in. So now we have, and I'm going to call this like the subheadline. So I'll just type that in here. So we have the subheadline, we have the description, we have the outline. Now we're going to come down to the bottom of this, changes, and it was like simply type the word done, and we'll continue. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just type done and hit the send button. And now you'll see it's starting in on writing the introduction. So we're going to go ahead and start. We're going to come up and we're going to copy that. And we're going to come down here, put in a couple lines, and we'll paste it in. All right, so we got the introduction done. We're at 600 words right now. I haven't wrote a single thing. So you can see how this could actually help. What we're going to do next, since this is finished, we're going to just come down and put done and hit send again. And then if you come up here on the left hand side, you'll see chapter 1. Come down here, understanding your audience's needs, right there. It's going to go through and do the entire first chapter for you now that you have the introduction. And you can see it's really starting to put in some very serious content. It's giving you a lot of things that you should know. And to be honest with you, because this is through Newt, the concept behind the ebook is for creating a website. So it took that into account, and it actually, where to go? Here we go. It actually is upselling the website template, the easy website template, right? So it's, side note, easywebsitetemplate.com. Anyways, now that you have this done, we're going to come down and you see it's just writing the content. It's not actually saying if you have anything else you'd like changed, let me know. It's just the content. So what you can do is simply just copy. We'll come over here. So now that we have that, we're going to just keep going down the list, right? So I'm going to just hit done, or type in done. and then I'm gonna hit send again. Now it's gonna go through and work on the next chapter, which is crafting strong call to actions. It's one of the most important things, and it's not just that section, that's just the section in the chapter. Elements that build trust and drive action. That's where it's at right now, going into, there we go. So now we're gonna just copy this. We're gonna paste it in at the bottom. And now that you have that section, it's just, and it's the same thing repeated, right? So you're just gonna type in done again and hit send. And if you come back up to the outline, you'll see designing for mobile responsiveness. All this stuff is very important. Like, you need this stuff. So, and you could still see it's still pitching the product, which is the core, aside from actually delivering some good information and letting them know what they should have on their website. It is delivering value and offering some sales for me. I don't have to add that stuff. Like, I'll go through, I'll tweak some stuff, but for the most part, it's doing everything I want it to do automatically. This is the stuff that was built into the mega prompt that is available through the ChatGPT prompt library through Built by Pro and the Pro Branding Club. It's also available as a free bonus with the easy website template. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and paste that in. Come up, we got that one. We have optimize your navigation, role of speed and performance, like all that. And if, we can come back up and role of speed and performance. Now we got the conclusion is next. So we're just gonna come in, we'll type in done one last time and hit send. Now it's gonna go through and give you a full recap of everything. It's gonna write your conclusion. And then from here, you can go ahead, put it into your Word document or whatever and start working on formatting and all that. I'm not going to get into that right now because it's going to be different on every platform. So if you use Pages or if you use Microsoft Word, everything is going to be a little different. Biggest thing is to make sure that they have the content accessible in a PDF. So once you finish editing, you get everything, all your ducks in a row, if you want to call it that. All you need to do is export it as a PDF, and then we're going to upload that PDF to Dropbox and use Dropbox to store our lead magnets. At the bottom, we have the ebook cover template. We have the link that goes over to Photopea. If you do not have Photoshop, it's a free platform that you can edit Photoshop templates and Photoshop files. And of course, the link that downloads the two main templates, both the landing page and the thank you page that you can use the content on and import into a funnel with cart flows if you're with WordPress or however you want to do it. So that being said, the next thing we need to do, because of how this just, I guess you can say, came together, I wasn't happy with the title. So I'm going to come over here, and remember, it's one of the biggest things that a lot of people don't realize when it comes to ChatGPT. You will get better results when you treat it like a human. I'm sorry, you could disagree, but I have tested this for years now. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and copy the tagline and I'll show you what I'm gonna do here. So I'm gonna just come in and go, instead of the title being, paste that in, I would like that to be the tagline for the ebook. Now, this is where you have to make sure that you pay attention when you get the writing about stuff. You want to think about what you want to convey. You want to make sure that everything works, right? So when you're doing this, just tell it exactly what you want. So I need your help coming up with a new title for, title for the ebook. The title should be short. It should have the same message, be catchy and written to convert cold traffic to a lead as someone who downloads the ebook. And just basically tell it what the goals are, right? So we're gonna put that in. I'm gonna just send that over. Actually, no, I'm not. Correction. We'll back up. Ebook. For the best results, I'd like you to give me 30 different options for the ebook title. I want the tagline on the back half of the title. For example, ebook title, right? So now it knows I want ebook title, how to create a website that converts visitors into customers. Now, we're gonna hit send. Let's see what it does. conversion ready. How to create a website that can, I like that, website that works. It would be websites, but still clicks the customers. So I'm gonna come up here and we'll paste that in. The website playbook, how to create a website that converts visitors into customers. I'm just gonna come in and go the professional website playbook. I like that better. We're gonna get rid of the tagline here because it's in the title now. And now you have a couple things to actually help. You have the title, it's catchy, the professional website playbook. If you're not sure what it means, the tagline will polish it off. It's short, it's simple, so I believe we're good to go. The last thing we're gonna do, if we come back to the Lead Magnet Workshop, is to come down and do the ebook cover template. I'm gonna go ahead and click here to download the template. And now that I have that, you can either open this up in Photoshop or you can use Photopea. I'm gonna go ahead and click here and we're gonna open up Photopea. From here, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the book design mockup and we're gonna go ahead and drag this in and drop it in. Now initially you see that it's a mockup, so it already has like the shadow and it looks like a book. We're not going to edit this specifically right now. What we're gonna do is work on the cover. So in order to do that, we're gonna come over and click on layers, this 3 little stack image here inside of Photopea. And if not, the layers should automatically show up in Photoshop. If you have Photoshop, you should be familiar with this process. If not, it's gonna work about the exact same. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna see the cover layer right here. We're gonna double click on this little image right here. And this is gonna open up the cover template and you can go through and edit from here. So what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna come back over here. We're gonna open up our notes here and we're gonna grab the title. I'm not gonna get the whole thing and you'll see why in a second. I'm gonna just copy that. We're gonna come up here and we're gonna start with the title. So we're gonna grab the text tool by clicking on the big T over here. And we're gonna put it here and we're gonna change the title. So we're gonna type that in or paste it in. We'll highlight that, come in here, change the size. You know, you can change a lot, play around with it. Let's go, I want it thick. Let's go black, okay. So, as you see with the way everything sits, and let me make sure that, I don't know if that's white or not. Let me make sure. Yeah, I'm good, okay. You could do a drop shadow and kind of adjust the drop shadow to make it kind of stand out a little bit. You can darken the thing or you can make it closer, which would put it kind of more behind it. But one of the things that you could do is you can add a stroke to give it some extra character, make it a little bigger, you know, however you want to do it. There's a lot of different ways to actually like execute on this. So I'm gonna go ahead and mess around with the design for a little bit and see what we get. All right, I think that works. We got the cover done. So what we're gonna do now, there's 2 different ways to do, or 2 different steps to saving the actual cover. The first thing is you wanna come in under File and click Save Smart Object. And that's going to save this file inside of the template. And I'll show you what it does in a second. But the second thing you need to do before you worry about the mockup is to save the cover. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on File, we're gonna click on Export As, and we're gonna come over to JPEG. You see the file size is huge. We don't need nothing that size for anything that we're gonna do online. So at the core, what we're gonna do is we'll just, of course you wanna name it. So I'll type in website design ebook, I don't know, sure. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure the height isn't over 1,000. So we'll just put 1, 2, 3. And then we have the width at 625, height at 1,000. Quality, I'm gonna bring this down to about 60. And this is just for the image optimization stuff to make sure that as you go through, it's not super high in graphics. It's very easy to open and it doesn't take a lot of time and it doesn't bog your website down when it loads the image. So once we have this, I'm gonna go ahead and click Save. It's gonna download the ebook cover directly to your downloads folder. At that point, you can put it in your brands folder. And now that we've done that, we can come over to the book design mockup, and there you have it, a 3D mockup of your book. So at this point, You now have your lead magnet, you now have a cover, you have a book mock-up. If you want to save this, you can save it as a JPEG, which keeps the white box. Or what I would do is click this button to where you can see the checkered background. This makes it a transparent background. So the background will match whatever the background of your website is. And you could do a lot with it when it comes to that. And I will show you when we get to that inside of the training for the easy website template. So once you have the background turned off, we're going to go ahead and click File, and we're going to come to Export As, and this time we're going to save it as PNG. PNG, for the most part, needs to be files that are either solid colors with no gradients, such as your logo, or something that's just flat black and white, vector style images similar to this, or it needs to be an image that has a transparent background, where when you look at it in Photoshop or Photopea or any of these resources, it's got the checkered background, meaning that if you add a background to it, that background can completely change. So it doesn't matter. We'll go ahead and do a color overlay. You see that background can be whatever you want it to be, and you can adjust it. If you want to do it on the image itself here, you can do that. I would recommend not to. So we're going to go ahead and turn the background off, File, Export As PNG. This is going to be the main image that we promote it with. So you want to make sure that you have it set for the book mockup. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the book design, and then we'll put website design, book mockup. All right. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to come over to the height. I'm going to set the height to 1000. Hit enter. I'm not going to actually touch the quality on this. I'm going to just go ahead and click save. Now we have the ebook cover design, we have the mock-up finished, and like I said, the last thing you need to do is to format your book. As you see on the screen, I have the text file open that has all of the information for our ebook. What we're going to do at this point is two different things. We're going to start by going back to Photopea, and we're going to export the full resolution image of the cover. So we're going to go ahead and click File, Export As, and then we're going to go JPEG. We're not going to touch the size. We're going to just change the name. I'll call it Web Design Ebook Hero. I'll click Save. I don't really care about the upsell. I'm going to go ahead and click X. Then I'm going to come over to a new tab, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to these 9 dots here, which opens up all the Google apps, and I'm going to come down to Google Docs, and then I'm going to click on blank document. So now that we have a blank document open inside of Google Docs, what we're going to do is we're going to start by going ahead and putting in the cover on the very front page. So we're going to click on insert, we'll click on image and upload from computer. We'll click on website files, and we'll come into where we actually have our image, and we'll select the image that is the full resolution, which is 1500 by 2400 in the dimension. So we're going to click on open. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to shrink this, and I'm going to make sure this is selected. We're going to go center. And now I'm going to go through the document. I'm going to paste in all the content, add some spacing, and I'll time lapse this process to not take all your time. Okay, so now we've added the cover, we've put in the content into Google Docs for us to actually create our ebook. What we're going to do at this point, once everything is finished, and you see we've just created, literally in a matter of just 30 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that, 11-page ebook. So we'll call it 10 because the first page is the cover. So we'll call it a 10-page ebook to help you build leads, generate leads, all that fun stuff. What we're going to do from here, we're going to click on File. We're going to come down to Download, and then we're going to click on PDF Document. It's going to go ahead and download it. We have it as the untitled document. We'll open this folder. We'll right-click. I'm going to go ahead and rename this document. Name it the Professional Website Playbook. Now that I have this renamed and I have the PDF document, I'm going to open up my main folder that I have with all my documents. I'm going to come under the brand files, and I'm going to move that into the brand files. Now I also have this folder synced in with Dropbox. So if I right click this, I can see where it says copy Dropbox link. If you do not have Dropbox synced with your actual computer, you can always upload this file directly to your Dropbox account and get the share link that way. So if you click copy Dropbox link, it's going to copy the main link for that file. Unfortunately, if we come over to our browser and we paste that link in and hit return, you'll see it goes to the actual shared page. This is not what we want. What we want is a downloadable link. So what we're going to do from here is we're going to open up a new text document or a notes app or something, and we're going to edit the link to make sure that it's a direct download link. So if we come into a new document or something where we can make some edits, we're going to go ahead and paste it in. And you see here we have the full link for the document that we have uploaded that is our new ebook lead magnet. So we're going to go ahead and make two changes. We're going to come in where it says www, and we're going to delete that and then change it to DL. And then at the end of Dropbox before the .com, we're going to add user content. So the link itself will be https://dl.dropboxusercontent.com/ and then the rest of the link that you had copied from Dropbox. And now you have a direct download link for your lead magnet ebook. So we're going to go ahead and copy this, and you can use this link moving forward anytime that you want to actually share the direct download link. So at this point, you can use pretty links, which we will cover in a later video, to create a short link for the download. When we get to the lead generation part of the easy website template, you'll be able to use this to create the download link. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been helpful. Be great, stay boosted, and I'll see you at the top.